Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing handmade Christmas gifts. So the first project is a recent gift that I have made. I wanted to share with you. The second project is more of something that adds just a nice little touch to gifts that you will be giving this year, so I wanted to include that. And then I also wanted to compile some of my previous handmade gifts that I have done in the past couple years on this channel. I wanted to compile them all in this one video. So let's get started on these projects. For this first project, we are going to be making ornaments, and these are personalized ornaments that I will be filling with fabric. So this scrap fabric actually is from my grandmother. She passed away in October, and while we were at her house for the funeral, we were going through some things and came across a bunch of her scrap fabric, and I really wanted to make ornaments for everyone in the family this year. So I grabbed these plastic ornaments from Hobby Lobby, and like I said, they are plastic. I figured that would probably be the best option, especially since I'm going to be shipping them all across the US. I also couldn't find glass ones, so I was very happy with the plastic ones. But in this case, I am using various scrap fabric. Now, if you are making this, use whatever material that you have for these personalized ornaments. I have varying types of fabric. Some are used more for like sewing. Some are actually pieces of clothing that my grandmother was using for scraps for other things. So I do have a variety of material, and I am just cutting them up in various lengths. The width is pretty consistent because they have to fit into the ornament, but the length is kind of varying. And I am going to be making all 12 ornaments for my aunts and uncles, cousins, my parents, my sister, and myself. So the best way for me to stay organized was to put each one into the cookie tray or the muffin tin and to move on. So I don't even remember how many pieces of scrap fabric that I did, but they're all equal for each ornament. So they all are filled roughly about 3/4 of the way up, so that there is a little bit of room for the fabric to move around in the ornament. This is a great personalized gift to give a family or friend, especially if you have some clothing of a family member that you would like to keep, but you're not really sure what to do with them. You could always cut them up and put them into ornaments so that you can have this wonderful memory, every year at the holiday time. So once I put the lids back or the top back on, I just wanted to add a little something extra. So some of the fabric that I had left over, I ended up cutting up into long strips so that I could add just a little ribbon bow on top. So whoever has them, they can keep it or they can remove that, but I just wanted to add a little something extra so that when they open up the gift, they will have that pretty bow on top. And this project is done. I really hope you like this first one. For this project, we are going to be making handmade gift tags. So I thought that this would be a really cute way to incorporate something handmade this holiday season when you are giving gifts to friends and family. So I am going to be using these wood tags that I got on Amazon a couple years ago. I thought that they were larger for ornaments, but they were definitely more on the smaller side, so I never ended up using them. And then when I saw the IOD transfer set this year, it had all of these small little transfers and they fit perfect on these wood, I'm just going to call them wood tags, and I thought that this would be perfect. So I am making several of them, as you can see here, and I am doing white chalk paint on the one side just so it has a good base for the transfer to really pop on these wood tags. And then once the chalk paint has fully dried, I will just add the transfers to the top and then seal them with just polyacrylic. If you do end up doing something like this and using these as a gift tag, you can write on the back side of them with a Sharpie and there will not be any bleeding from the Sharpie. I did actually try that and I did it on the unfinished wood. I did not seal it and there were no issues. So hopefully that will work for you as well. Definitely give it a test before you do all of this hard work, but the thin Sharpie that I used did not cause any bleeding. I hope you like these first two gifts. The rest of the video is going to be a compilation of the other handmade gifts that I've made in previous videos. Like I said, I just wanted to compile them all here so that you would have a video that you could reference back to. So I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. For this project, we are making wood bookmarks. I get a pack of this pack, there's 20 in there, and I get them from Amazon. I will link it in the description for you. I love these bookmarks. I have been making them for years, and they're really great sellers because they're just like such a good little extra touch to give to someone as a gift. So I'm going to be staining half with like a faux gray stain. It's just watered down gray paint. And then the other half is going to be getting the antique wax. So once they are completely dry, I do apply a clear coat on it because I'm going to be applying vinyl, and I have noticed that the vinyl sticks better when I apply a top coat beforehand versus trying to apply the vinyl straight to the wood. And that goes for like if you're doing a sign and you have it stained or something, put a clear coat on your sign first and then apply the vinyl and it should stick a lot better. So I have printed, or I cut out, I think like 4 different quotes. Again, these are for a craft fair, so they're more general, but these are great gifts because you can put the person's name that you're giving it to, whether it's maybe like their favorite quote from their favorite book or just a quote about reading in general. You can paint it or stain it whatever their favorite color is. Add the twine, like their favorite color, like ribbon. It's a great a great piece to customize. And this twine also came in the pack of the bookmarks from Amazon. So you don't have to use your own twine, it already comes with it. Again, I just think these are great little gifts for somebody, your favorite book lover that you know. For this project, we are making wine bags. I got this pack of 10 wine bags off of Amazon. They are burlap, and I will link it in the description. These are great for applying iron-on vinyl, and like I said, I'm prepping for a craft fair, so these are more general sayings that I put on here, but these would be great to personalize if you are going to someone's house and you want to bring something, whether it's like for Friendsgiving or a holiday party or a housewarming party or anything like that. These are great because you can personalize it to the person's house that you are going to, whether it's their name or Mr. and Mrs. or anything like that, or just a funny quote that that they would enjoy. But these are great to personalize, and I'm just using iron-on vinyl, and I am applying it with my Cricut mini press. You can use an iron as well. Just make sure you put parchment paper in between so that it doesn't iron it shut. I almost did that. For project 2, we're going to stick with the holiday spirit idea, if you will. So I am making bottle tags. And just like the wine bags, these are a great addition to a bottle of whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be alcoholic, but if you're going to someone's house and you are bringing a bottle of whatever it is, their favorite drink, beverage, whatever, these are great tags to add to it. And you don't need a card, you don't need a bag, these are just cute little, a little addition to something that you are bringing to someone's house. I got these beads. Well, let me back up. I'm sorry. These tags that I got are from Hobby Lobby. It's a pack of 12 for like $2.99 or something like that. And they're in like the party section. So once I applied the vinyl to the tags, then I did order these beads off of Amazon. At first, I was just going to leave the tags as they were, but I realized that they needed something a little extra. So these beads just added that extra, pizzazz or pop or, whatever it is you want to call it to these tags. So they weren't just, they weren't as boring, if you will. So again, to personalize these for whoever you're bringing them to is what makes these DIY projects so much fun. So my favorite that I have there is pairs well with turkey and difficult relatives. That one's funny. For the beads, I did half the natural and then the other half I am doing like a faux stain. So I just watered down some brown paint and I put the beads in the cup, mixed it around, let it dry, and then I added those beads onto these tags. So I really hope you guys like this project. This project was inspired by Sonnet's Garden Blooms. If you have not seen any of her videos, definitely go check her out after this. She has wonderful, wonderful ideas, and I love her channel. So these are drink local bottle signs or bottle opener signs, and I am in Florida, so I am doing all of mine with the state of Florida on them. Again, these are great because you can personalize it to whatever state you live in or whoever you're giving it to, wherever they're at. So I am using shelving board that I had just laying around, and I cut it down. I believe it's like 5.5 inches wide and I think about 10 inches long. So I am doing two with the faux stain with the antique wax, and then I'm going to do one black, and then I'm going to do one white. Once they dry, I distress them down so that they have like that nice distressed aged look. And then from there, I'm going to put on the drink local wording and the state. So instead of using my Cricut, I'm going to be using the carbon paper method. So I have done this before on my channel, and I'm just using carbon paper, and I printed the drink local and the state out on my printer just from like using Word, and I trace it out. And then for the white one and for the faux stained one, I'm using this black painter's pen that I have used before as well. And I really, really like this pen because it's like a finer tip. I have a thicker one, and this one just works better for the small handwriting. And I do fill in the drink local, but I leave the state of Florida as it is, as you see here. And then for the black one, I did not have a white painter's pen. I really need to go get one. I ended up using a chalk pen, which worked fine, but it was a thicker point. So I don't know, it wasn't exactly what I was going for, but I used what I had, and next time I will definitely get the paint pen in white. So I got these bottle openers from Hobby Lobby. I think they're like $2.50 when they're 50% off, something around there, and you get them in where like the hardware and like the knobs and pulls are. So I'm just going to attach them. I did clear coat the front and the back. I think I did 2 coats actually on the front and then 1 coat on the back. And I do add hanging hardware to the back as well. Our final project is super quick and easy. They are coasters. So I am making a set of Christmas coasters. I'm just using scrap wood that I cut down to the size 4x4. I have it stained honey or espresso. I can't remember which color now. And then I cut out these designs on my Cricut from cardstock that I bought from Hobby Lobby. I've talked about this cardstock before in my recent videos. So I just cut out these designs and I'm applying them with Mod Podge. I'm using dishwasher safe Mod Podge, not regular Mod Podge, because the dishwasher safe obviously means it can go, in water. So if there's any condensation on on your glass, then it will be okay because it's the dishwasher safe kind of Mod Podge. So I do 2 layers of the Mod Podge, let it dry overnight, and then I am adding this adhesive cork to the back side so that it doesn't scratch up, the person's surface that they're going to be putting it on. I'm just doing 4 little tabs. You could do adhesive on the entire underside if you wanted to, but any type of adhesive is a nice extra touch for that person. And coasters, you can totally customize in any color, any design, any saying that you want. So these are great, and you wrap them up in twine and you are good to go. I hope you enjoyed the new projects as well as the old ones. Hopefully you got inspired maybe to make some last minute Christmas gifts or additions to gifts that you already have for your friends and family. I also just wanted to say I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday, wonderful Christmas. This will probably be my last video for this year. There's only a couple weeks left until Christmas, and then my husband and I are going out of town as of next week for the Christmas season to spend with my family. So there probably will not be enough time to get another video out. So I hope everyone has a great rest of the year, and I will see you all in 2025. I can't believe that. But have a great rest of the year, everybody.